What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back. And I do appreciate support. You know, guys, with all this random craziness and people being targeted out here in the streets, whether it's nighttime or broad daylight, you know, nowadays, I'm a full advocate of people arming themselves. Doesn't have to be a gun, but have some type of self-defense protection on you. You know, a lot of places have stand your ground laws where it's always up for debate on your motive or why you do something to somebody that's trying to do something to you. I'd rather roll my dice with that than be caught out there without anything at all pending an onslaught attack. Today I want to talk about a story I just seen this. You got to see to believe. This is crazy. This happened out there in Los Angeles, California. Shout out LA this past weekend. And it's about a woman that was walking her dog and looked like a random homeless man walked up on her looking like a zombie and sexually assaulted her in broad daylight with it in front of her dog and everything. Take a look at this and we'll come back and talk about it.
This is the KTLA 5 News at 5. I'm Cher Calvin.
And I'm Micah Ullman. Thank you for joining us. Only on 5, a frightening attack in downtown LA. A woman sexually assaulted as she walked her dog.
Tonight, police are searching for the suspect seen assaulting the victim in this video. She shared her story with KTLA's Lindsay Pena, who joins us live with the story. Lindsay.
Yeah, Sharon, Micah, that victim says things took a turn so quickly that morning. She says she wants to share her story in hopes of preventing the same thing from happening to someone else, because as you both mentioned, that suspect is still on the loose. We do want to warn you that the video you're about to see may be disturbing to some. It was early on a Saturday morning back on November 8th in front of a high-rise building right across from the convention center in downtown LA when a woman walking her dog was brutally attacked.
Before I knew it, he grabbed me and I was not able to get away.
That's Tara. She asked us to disguise her identity for her safety, but shared the surveillance video of what she says were some of the most terrifying moments of her life.
Pushed me up against the glass, grabbed the back of my neck and my crotch area, and I was screaming for help.
Tara remembers the man being very strong, not saying anything, just making noises. At one point, she manages to break free.
And when I finally kind of did, then that's when he hit me and tackled me to the ground.
They tumble out of view, and that's when she says her cries for help were finally answered by a man down the sidewalk who jumped into action.
He was kind of on top of the guy, and he was just hitting him in the head over and over and over.
Tara says her attacker finally got up and just walked off down the street as if nothing happened. Still stunned, she called police, but by the time they arrived, the man in the video was long gone. LAPD says it's an ongoing sexual battery investigation and believe the man is homeless, but they haven't made any arrests.
Nothing. Yeah, so he's probably still out on the streets. It's scary to think that, yeah, he's still out there.
Tara says the incident has forever changed her.
Well, now I am no longer outside by myself when there is nobody around. I always carry mace. I have a stun gun. You just have to be prepared, and I'm constantly looking over my shoulder.
And wants to share her story in hopes of warning others to always be on guard.
I hope it never does to anyone, but you have to be aware and prepared.
Again, police are still looking for that suspect. If you recognize him or you have any information about what happened that morning, you're urged to call the LA Police Department. We're reporting live from downtown. Lindsay Pena, KTLA 5 News. I'll send it back to you guys.
All right, guys, you've seen that craziness, and I'm going to be honest, man. I know that woman had to be terrified. That terrified me just looking at it. This motherfucker looked like the Walking Dead. Say, walked up on her. She said he ain't even say nothing. He just made a bunch of sounds, like a Neanderthal, just walking all crippled and crazy, like he was in a thriller video. And he gonna run up here, whether he's under the influence or crazy or not, got the nerve to go and stick his hands in somebody's crotch, feeling on him. Wow, the dog running around, they trying to bite him, the dog just barking, don't know what the hell to do. And he felt as though it was his right to invade somebody's space. You know what I'm saying? About going to touch their privates, and then he punched her in the face when they was going down to take what he wanted. My thing is this: as egregious as this crime is, the guy beat on him, and the guy just got up and walked down the street. Why you let him leave? That's the thing. If I seen some shit like that and I had to jump up there and try to help somebody, me and that dude would have been fighting till the police came. Right? He'd have got incapacitated, or I would have got knocked out. Something would have happened. Because, I mean, stuff like this, these people do this type of stuff and then walk off like it's nothing. You can be walking down the street, somebody punch the shit out of you. Sometimes you can lose your life with your head hitting the ground there, walk off like nothing ever happened. People have these acts of aggression and they're not really challenged. Now, this guy probably get caught. They'll probably throw a bullshit charge on him. He ain't gonna go to trial or nothing. And they'll put it in the category of what they do to people that do this, which is nothing. And he'll get back out. But a sense of security, being safe around their own area, and all this other stuff is destroyed. It's not enough. Nobody has the right to put their hands on anybody or target anybody out here for a reason as sick as your sexual gratification. That's one of the worst crimes you can do, because it's invading somebody's body. You know, and it affects their mind. And, you know, you can't grant mercy to soulless people. I don't know what his fucking problem was, but I know that's something that you do not do. Then you in a position where you can't even fucking walk, but you trying to sexually assault somebody? You fucking stupid or what? You could blame it on drugs, you can blame it on mental illness, you can blame it on something, but I mean, damn, that's crazy. I just look at it, think about it from the aspect of the victim, to where, you know, you live around that area, that happened in broad daylight. Your sense of safety and all this other stuff, it's just crazy. You know what I mean? You know, nowadays, man, people do so much stuff out in the open. People are scared to get involved and help. You know, luckily that guy came up there and started wailing on the guy. You know, nowadays, with the culture of social media and stuff, I wasn't surprised if somebody pulled a camera out and watched the whole damn thing go down and didn't do or say anything. Just the time that we live in, where motherfuckers can run around and this type of shit can happen to anybody. Don't care if you're young, don't care if you're old. I've been doing YouTube for what, 3 years almost, right? And I said a while ago, like, you can see a habit forming, or you can start to see a change in the way crime is and the emboldenedness of criminals and just what they're doing out in the light that they would usually do behind closed doors or in the dark. You're seeing it in broad daylight now. And it seems like the justice system ain't trying to run and catch up to this type of behavior and handle it accordingly. Either way, that should have never happened. It's nobody's right, whether you're a man or woman, to walk up on somebody, invade their space, and then assault them and not even know their damn name at least. I'm going to leave it at that. I'd show this motherfucker the flowers. I don't even want to hear the excuse. You know what I mean? I go by the action. And that's all I need to do. Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Movie called Night of the Living Dead. Nowadays, the zombie apocalypse is upon us, and motherfuckers act like it ain't nothing they can do. The ones that can create change. Sad. See you in the next video. Take care.